Aaron for Weight Ministry. Hey, just a quick update. I got a funny story. So I bought this mic. It was on my last video, not even 12 hours into even owning it or having it in my possession. I decided to go get Chinese food. So after I got Chinese food, I had it stuck in my pocket, and I guess I pulled my wallet out. Well, funny story is, I got in my car, and I started backing up. And all I heard is this rattling in my tire. And it comes later out, that was my mic. So I kind of waited for the next new one to come out so you can hear me a little bit more clearly. And yes, this line is my mic right here. I'm not gonna hide it. So if you're OCD, I'm sorry. But back into today's topic. It's going to be a three-part series. It's going to be sacrifice, humility, and love. That's going to be the next 3 videos and one of the 3 videos today. I want to jump into Romans 12, so you want to go there and kind of camp there for a little while before I get into it. I want to just outline this real quick. You know, a lot of younger men and women of God, or just, you know, people who do not know God, you know, along with this economy that we live in, we're tasked with this hard and daunting task, and that's to find what we want to do with our lives. And a lot of people I've talked to, they're like, Aaron, I really don't know what I want to do with my life. Like, and they ask me, how did I figure out what I wanted to do so quick with my life? I found out at age 18. So if you consider that quick or not, I don't know. But like I said to people, I talk to God, and some of the men and women that I talk to, you know, they're like, oh, okay, I get it. And some of them don't understand it because they're not affiliated with God. And that's why I try to encourage them to really find your identity through Jesus Christ. But the biggest thing is, you know, a lot of people, you know, will say, yeah, we love Jesus, and yeah, we want to live for him, but they don't understand that if they seek God, that they will find their purpose here in life. And that's probably the hardest thing to do, is to go up to God and say, what do you want me to do? Like, and it'll take him a while to even tell you what he wants you to do. And that's why you got to be persistent in prayer. That's why prayer is so key and so big in the walk with Christ. But let's jump into Romans chapter 12, verse 1. And it reads, and so, dear brothers and sisters, I plead with you to give your bodies to God, because all of he has done for you, let them be a living and holy sacrifice, the kind he will find acceptable. This is truly the way to worship him. And we see, you know, if you want to see what he can do for you or what he has done for you, I encourage you to go back into chapters 1 through 11, and Paul will pretty much outline everything from point A to point Z. But the very last sentence, I really want to get on this. It says, this is truly the way to worship him. There's only 3 possible meanings that this could mean, and I have it written down here. It says, our sacrifice is reasonable in light of all God's mercies. Number 2, our sacrifice is spiritual, not the offering of an animal, but of ourselves in a spiritual service. And 3, this is what I kind of resonate with, is it says, our sacrifice is intelligent, offered with complete awareness of God's goodness to us. Not saying I disagree with the other 2, but this one is the most clear and defined answer or reason to the very last sentence, where it says, this is truly the way to worship him. You know, and the thing about this is that, you know, when you get to this point in your life and you're like, well, Aaron, I'm having a hard time doing this part. So am I. I won't lie. You know, I sin every day. But here's the thing: is I tell people this. It says that when you sin, go boldly before the throne and ask for forgiveness, because slander from Satan is just gonna follow the sin. And that's what we have to realize, is we just go right to God and we say, I raise my hand. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I'm, you know. It's like the definition of insanity. You do the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. It never is the same. It never is a different result. It's the same guilty conscience, and you're going, oh crap, you know. But the last thing, and it says in verse 2, it says, don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. the last part, it says, but let God transform you. It doesn't say let God go whack-a-zam and you're, brand new creation. It says let him transform you. And transforming in our eyes, maybe as a new believer, is like, I want to go now, I want to change now. And that's not how it is. It says, this is what I wrote. I said, if you're anything like me, our youthful desires do not make this task easy. We aren't turning into, brain-controlled zombies, but rather turning into godly men and women of God. And then I have it written into my little Bible. It's helpful for me as well. It says, unexpectedly, however, the new age did not bring an end to the old age, which means the new acceptance of Christ, when you accepted Jesus, does not say you're done with your old self. Rather, you fight your old self. And it says the old way of thinking and living continues and is a source of temptation. Lord, I can't tell you how that's the biggest truth out of this whole context right here. It says, even to Christians who seek to conform their lives to the values of the new age, which means we want to be more Christ-like each and every day. But this is all I got. If you have any comments, concerns, on, a little more information, I personally tell you to go to the Bible and pray about it. God's going to tell you more than I can tell you personally for your own life. I don't know you, and God knows you the best. So go to him if you don't know, what to do with your life, or you want to transform, but you don't know how. He'll show you. But thanks for watching, and this is Aaron from Ministries once again, and chill. See ya.